Welcome to the AKTU Digital Education. Myself, Professor D.S. Rai, Professor and Head Civil Engineering Department, BBD ITM. Today, our topic is traffic engineering, in which we will cover some contents like definition, a scope of traffic engineering, road user characteristic, vehicular characteristics. Reference of these topics are shown here. We have taken reference mainly from Highway Engineering, Khanna and JS2, R. Srinivas Kumar, Traffic Engineering, and many other books which are shown here. First of all, we have to go for the definition of traffic engineering. There are many definitions available, but the most prominent definitions is traffic engineering is that phase of engineering which deals with the planning and geometric design of a street, highways, abutting lands, and with traffic operation. Thereon, as their use are related to the safe, convenient, economic transportation of a person and goods. But in course of time, the definitions needs some addition. So, this definition was modified by Professor Blunden of USA as traffic engineering is the science of measuring traffic and travel, the study of basic law related to traffic flow and generation and application of this knowledge to professional practice of planning, designing, operating traffic system to achieve safe and efficient movement of person and good. This is the basic objective of transportation engineering, safe and efficient movement of persons and goods. Now, the scope of traffic engineering. To achieve efficient, free and rapid traffic flow, this is the one objective. Second is with least number of accidents. It is also a very important. We will cover here the study of traffic engineering that are divided into 6 parts. Traffic characteristic, traffic studies and analysis, traffic operation and control and regulation, planning and design, geometric design, and 6th is administration and management. The next is implementation of various phases of traffic engineering is implemented by 3 E's. Means, first E means engineering, second is enforcement, third education. Means these are 3 factors which could be used to implement the various phases of traffic engineering. Now come to the traffic characteristic. There are 2 types of traffic characteristic. First is road user characteristic, which include physical characteristic, mental characteristic, psychological characteristic, environmental factors, pedestrian characteristic and driver characteristic. Then another is vehicular characteristic, which include a static characteristic and dynamic or kinematic characteristic. We will take up one by one. First is physical characteristic. Physical characteristics are divided into two parts: permanent factors and temporary factors. In permanent factors, the visual factors, hearing factors, strength, age, judgment and reactions response. In temporary factor, alcohol, fatigue, illness, anger, climate, seasons and time. First, we will take up vision. Affect the visibility of a road user to detect object, receive information and identify object, in which we will cover visual acuity or clearness of vision. This is my eyes. From the center of my eyes, we can see anything quite clear up to 3 degrees from the center of the eyes. Then 3 to 5 degree, very clear vision. Legend can be read with this tone. 5 to 7, clear and good vision. 10 to 12, satisfactory vision. Object shapes and color can be identified. Means up to this limit, there is no problem at all. But afterwards, there will be some problem. Beyond 12 degree, blurred vision starts and movement of object can be detected. How it is going and coming, this could be detected, but that is a blurred. So, this is the eye where up to 3 to 10 degree, cone of acute vision means a cone from the center of the eyes, 3 to 10 degree, then 10 to 12 degree cone of fairly clear vision. See here, this is the cone. So, 120 degree to 160 degree cone of peripheral vision, distance set to be place sign. So, this is the peripheral vision. Apart from this, there are many factors in the vision like color vision. In color vision, if your color in eyes, this will affect the traffic movement, either your driver or anyone, but that will affect. So, government will not give license to the driver having color blindness. Next is glare vision and recovery. When a vehicle is coming from the opposite direction, the light of headlight of the opposite vehicles will come to the eyes of the driver. For an instant, the driver of the coming vehicles will not see anything. That is called glare. It will take a small time to just recover it. You will see on the national highway or any highways having 4 lanes, there is a glare cutting are provided to just cut the glares coming from the headlight of vehicle coming from the other side. Next is perception of a space. Many persons have not a clear perception how it is up or down. So, that should be clear. A space perception, a space should be clear to the driver as well as the other persons related with the traffic engineering. Hearing. You are moving your vehicle in one direction. Other vehicles means rear vehicle is coming behind you. He is blowing horn, but you are not hearing. And this will create a problem and chances of accident will increase. So, hearing must be enough that could be proper regulation of the traffic. The next is vibration, means sense of touch. This should be happen, otherwise this will create a big problem in traffic movement. Next is strength. If you are a weak person and you are driving a multi-axle vehicle, your steering is too hard. The driver cannot control the vehicle if he is weak. So, a strength is must for driving a vehicle having proper strength. Age is also important. Next is age. Is also important. So, government will not allow or giving license to the driver after certain age. Next is judgment. Every driver or traffic related person should have a proper judgment, especially driver. There is a certain space in which he has to take over his vehicle from the other vehicles. That depend upon completely upon you, how you are judging. If your judgment will fail, there is a chances of accident will increase. Next is mental characteristic. Mental characteristic, in which that comprises knowledge, skill, intelligence and literacy. This is the mental level. Knowledge, of course, every driver, every road user have a knowledge of traffic. So, government used to give the license to the person having good knowledge. Even the license is not given, then also everybody should a proper knowledge of traffic, because everybody is a pedestrian, at least pedestrian. So, knowledge must be included in the road user characteristic. A skill. Everybody has a skill, but a driver has a proper skill to drive a vehicle. Otherwise, the chances of accident will increase. Intelligence. Intelligence is, you can say, is a proper requirement of the mental characteristic. If you are intelligent in sense of driving, then you can save your vehicle, save your life also. Literacy. Of course, literacy is must. So, you will feel confident about the traffic. The next is psychological characteristic. Attentiveness, how attentive you are while you are driving a vehicle. Fear, this is the factors which governs the movement of the traffic. Suppose there is an accident before your vehicle, you will fear, and in case of fear, your driving skill will lower down. Anger, suppose one driver is blowing horn which is behind you, but you are not giving pass, means there is no scope to giving pass. He will come under anger, and this will create a problem for their vehicles. Superstitious. Superstitious. Most of the driver have certain superstitions, but this is the, you can say, a negative part of the traffic movement system. Impatience. Suppose you just put yourself in a jam because you have to go somewhere else, you have a certain appointment. So, you will lose impatience, and this will create a big problem for the movement of others' vehicle, because you will trying to escape your vehicles by any means. So, impatience is also a psychological factor that will affect the road user. Maturity, this is a very important factor. Mature person will drive the vehicles properly, so as the reaction time of the matured person are lesser than the reaction time of mature person is more than the reaction time of the immature or young people. General attitude towards the traffic and regulation. This is most important factor, though it is not governed completely. Why? Say in Lucknow also, there is a red light, but people will try to cross the intersection. This is the attitude. But we cannot, or nobody can cross an intersection in Chandigarh, because this is the attitude of a person, and that will depend place to place. There are many factors that allow this type of things. The environmental factor, and that includes rain, fog, snow mist, sun radiation, cold weather, wind intensity, night visibility, surface water drainage condition. These are the environmental conditions, and we have no control at all in these factors. But we have to take precaution. In a rainy season, the traffic speed will be lower down. In fog, the speed is again lower down, because visibility is very, very less. In snow mist, here also the movement of the traffic is very slow, cold weather, as you know, in cold weather during 10 to 2 p.m., 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., there will be no traffic at all on the highways. Why? Because it's too cold. Wind intensity, when the intensity of wind is higher, in that particular case, all traffic will side their vehicles and wait for decrement of the intensity of wind. Night visibility. Night visibility. There was no provision of light on Shahid Path in Lucknow. Then somebody has filed petition PIL in the court, and court has directed the government to provide lighting on the Shahid Path. This visibility causes many accidents. Surface water drainage condition. As we know, water is the enemy of the road. So, there should be a proper drainage system. So, water may not log over the pavement surface. And when water drain out from the road, there will be a less damage or no damage on the pavement surface. Next is pedestrian characteristic. As we know, pedestrians are the user of the road also. Here you see in pedestrian characteristic, walking speed is the most critical input parameter in design of pedestrian at cross section. 85th percentile of walking speed is used for design of signal. Timing as signalized intersection. The gap acceptance and time gap accepting or rejecting behavior of pedestrian is considered in the design of unsignalized section. The gap acceptance, there is, if two vehicles are moving, one ahead and one behind, and there is some gap, a other vehicle want to cross the road. The driver of the other road, vehicle of other road, will accept or reject the gap between the two vehicles. And of course, this will based on the experience of the driver. Factor affecting gap acceptance behavior of pedestrian. A speed of approaching vehicles. It is also a very important pedestrian characteristic. Width of a street. Width of a street is also important for pedestrian. Frequency distribution of gaps in the traffic system. Waiting time is also important. How much a person will wait to cross the road or cross the intersection. The statistic characteristic, the minimum statistic characteristic is a vehicular characteristic. The maximum dimension of road vehicles are here width is 2.5 meter. Height, single deck vehicle for the normal application 3.8, for double deck 4.75. Length, single unit truck with 2 or more axle 11. Single unit bus with 2 or more axle 12. Semi trailer tractor combination 16. Tractor with trailer combination 18 meter. Means the maximum size of the vehicle that could be run over the road is 18 meter. Maximum permissible gross weight is given here. Type 2 vehicles, type 3 vehicles, type 4 vehicles, type 3 vehicles and 2S1, 2S2 like that way, 2, 3, type 2, 3. This is the front axle weight. This is the total tonnage. This is the real axle weight and this is the trailer front axle weight, real axle weight. This is the standard axle. This is the standard axle, that is 310 millimeter, and this is the dowel wheels. Single axle load is 80 kilonewton, means 8160 kg. Tire pressure is generally kept 0.56 megapascal or 5.6 kg per centimeter square. This is the type of the vehicles. We are talking here about the commercial vehicle only. So, the commercial vehicle 2 type means when the trailer and the engine will both combine, then this is the one and this is one. So, this is called type 2 vehicles. Here front axle and there are 2 rear axles. So, it is called type 3 axle. In trailer that will decide the type, S type. In trailer there is one axle, so it is called type 2, type 1, S1. Here type 2 because there are 2 axle, so it is type 2, S2 and so on. This is the configuration of axle wheel. This is the configuration: single axle, single wheel, single axle, dowel wheel, tandem axle, single wheel, tandem axle, dowel wheel, and this is 5 axle tractor semi trailer. Thank you very much.